half in the pit lane and.
Oh no, fantastic, isn't it? Welcome to what are we up to? Round number 4. Velocity Racing Australian Touring Car Championship, Phillip Island. Qualifying's just finished. There's your grid order. This Caldwell, Green, Spivey, Hill, Ducato, Murdoch, Blitz, Butler, Snooks, and Adane.
Is that how you say it?
I think so. Japanese.
I thought it's a Dane.
Oh, I don't know. Should probably ask him. Anyway, Riley Smith, Nicholas Gregg.
Yes.
We both heard your voices
G'day.
already, but let's actually introduce you.
He was introducing. But back with Riley, my co-commentator, who left us at
Rob.
round 1.
Yes.
We're back.
Had to go self-isolate. No, that will do. That's a good enough excuse.
Well, you missed some good racing, especially last weekend. Barbagello. Woo! Have you rewatched them races, Riley?
So everyone else should as well, because I did it, so you guys should.
Sorry, I'm
And
just
leave a
trying to
like.
get them sorted.
Best racing.
As we now waste 2 minutes and then another couple of minutes.
So yeah, race starting about 5 minutes from now. We have. I'll read out the championship standings like I usually do.
Yeah.
Once I get them up. So Jack Green currently leads the way, 107 points, and Chris Viss second. The Group C car. This is the overall category. 89 points for him. Rafalo 76. Caldwell much further behind on 59. So it looks like this overall battle is going to be between Viss and Green. Rath on 51 points in 5th position. Jack Meredith, who's not here, 47 points. Scott Nolan, who's also not here, 33 points. And Patrick Donnelly on 32. I don't think he ended up joining the server, did he?
No,
No, he
he did
didn't.
the practice laps, but hasn't
So,
seen good
Anyway,
yet.
Hill, 24. Reiki, 18. Max Spivey equal 18, so that's 10th and 11th. And then Murdoch, 12th, on 12 points. Interesting point on Max Spivey. This is his 100th VRL race, and there's a special livery that he's got, which we'll show you later on.
Is he the first to hit that milestone, or?
He's the first one, yep. So
No, I was gonna say.
we've done probably about 100,
Bravo.
120 or so races, and he's got most of them. Group A, Jack Green obviously leading that, 123 points. Meredith in second, 79. Rafalo third, 76. Fourth place Caldwell on 75, and then Spivey fifth on 64. Group C, well, Chris Viss leading the way, 150 points, and he's got pole here again today. So could you see a perfect record coming up to 200? Josh Hill second, 70 points. Donnelly 60 points in third. Blitz on 52 in fourth. He's doing a very good job there. Right behind him is Snooks 47, Butler 45, Reiki 40, Nolan 36, and Murdoch also on 36, and Sanson in 10th on 28 points.
Just to interrupt, Nicholas, you are in front of Nick Goonan right now.
Yeah, I did notice that. Goonan unable to set a lap, so he'll start a row back from where he should, unfortunately. But that's just how Assetto Corsa works when you join the server.
Oh, that's the wrong button.
So
But all our cars will be out of the way, and you'll just
disappear, won't you?
wait. Did Gus also join the server, and he's starting from 16.
I can just go back to pits now.
You can.
If you bind a button.
I haven't done that. My wheel isn't even plugged in.
We've got a nice wide shot for the start of this one.
Yeah, that's actually a good camera angle. This Max Spivey actually pretty far up. I'm actually,
He is best quality. For his 100th race, could he pull out a podium or a win?
a win. I just realised when the Mazda, I believe it is, when it turns on its light, the little sunroof thing, that the little roof thing pops up. That's kind of
It's
interesting.
A nice little touch, isn't it?
I don't know if you're going to go through the grid or we have to talk 2 minutes.
Well, I'm just going to go through the track right now. This is our track, the final
track.
Grand Prix circuit in Phillip Island, if you can believe that. We've got two 14-lap races coming up here at this 12-turn, 4.45km circuit. Something that I've added into the mix is a very strong headwind down that front straight, like you would usually see in real life. It's around about 30 kilometres an hour, southerly breeze that usually you'd be freezing in it. Thankfully, none of our drivers have to go through that, but they will have to contend with the headwind down the main straight.
I think, as you can tell by the little flag things up there on the above the pit garage. Oh, Ricardo's gone. He's gone to load his setup, but he'll put fuel in probably.
Well, he's only got a minute to do that. He's cutting it fine.
It's to load all these cars, or different types of cars. From not like current age supercars where you just got the Mustang and the ZB, sometimes the Ultima.
Now, it'll be interesting the run to turn one because our first two cars on the grid are probably the slowest and quickest in straight line. Chris Viss, that Group C car, not the quickest thing in the straights, and it's quite a decent run down to turn one. So we'll see who gets there first. Also on the outside line, so Caldwell has the advantage. But I think starting maybe a foot in front of him, probably not even, a few inches.
Yes, but he does have the racing line, you could say.
Does have the racing line.
But with that headwind is, you could see the
he
speed
made it.
becoming a lot more powerful.
Good
Here he
on you,
goes. He's
Ricardo.
joined just at the end. Is he gonna be stationary? I hope
Let's
not.
hope not.
Oh,
Okay,
we
he
got
has
out of the lane.
disappeared, so he has gone back to the pit lane.
So he's got a
Starting
pit stop. And they're underway. 5 red lights, we didn't
Oh,
really
not a
up,
good
did we?
start for Chris Fisk. Caldwell takes the lead early on.
Jack Green up side by side. I don't even know what we're going to commentate right now. There's side by side up at the lead. Jack Green and Matt Caldwell still side by side.
Car off at Sanson in the Toronto.
Oh, no safety car, we're good? We're good.
Yeah, Caldwell's able to maintain that lead out of turn 2. Max
Here we
Spivey
go.
currently P3. He's man up on
Oh,
position
people are running wide. A couple people ran wide, but we're all
into
good.
the hairpin
Jack Green, he's
zone.
gone for a bit of a... Yeah, we're good.
He has a look at turn 4, but they all navigate the corner unscathed. And Caldwell having a look down the inside of Max Spivey, and he
That's
pushes
easy.
his Mazda. Oh, yep, sorry, Chris Viss.
Spivey holds on, actually.
Yep,
Only 100 races does give you a bit of experience there. It's been...
yep, and it does
Driving
help when you're in a Group A.
Shh. Oh, that's side by side up at the lead after. Is he going to go lunge down into that corner?
Jack Green does, down the inside, at the other hairpin.
Spivey does get overtaken, by the way.
Caldwell with a decent exit, coming around the second last turn. He maintains his lead of this race. And
Green
Jack
does look like he had a little bit of a look there, but thought better of himself because that's not going to end well. These cars are difficult enough to get around this corner. Wouldn't want to be going side by side through there. But it does look like he's got a bit of a run here because Caldwell did not probably get close enough to that. Well, get the apex. Jack Green. Oh.
Tough move to make into turn 1. Caldwell
Yeah,
leaving
that's
him
side
just
by
a
side.
minimum amount of space. Jack Green's forced around the
All
outside.
Spivey's in the wall. He's in the grass now.
Yeah, Max Spivey is holding. He was in P4, but he's going to lose a few positions going wide at turn 2.
He
Can't seem to get back onto the track. There he is.
Is he going to hop on the track with the person behind? Yes, he's good. Oh, Caldwell hopped back on board. He's looked up and ran wide. Jack Green does get the place. Can Viss get himself there? No.
Must be quite a big lockup. Caldwell nearly losing 2 positions. With Jack Green back into the lead, our championship leader.
Goonan is off too. And he rejoins. Okay.
14 laps here at Phillip. We're on our second. The Camaro's doing well. They're in P4 and P5 right now. Camaro.
I'm going to start arguing about that. Or
No, shut up.
This is gone for a move.
yes, that's better than us two arguing about how to pronounce words.
So this up into second in the Group C car. Another thing you might notice, and music to your ears, I'm sure, is that I've muted the RX-7 for this stream, so it's not ripping your ears off. And you can hear some of the other cars.
I have the most still.
Oh, Jack Green
Oh,
flying.
yep. Got a little lag there.
Oh, it's the Bathurst.
It says he's DNF'd. I think he actually has DNF'd because he's just popped up on my Steam that he's playing Assetto Corsa.
That is unlucky for Jack Green.
No.
We
I'm
probably
sure-
will hear that, and I hope
He's fuming.
no, it doesn't.
So Jack Green,
Heard the
Current
race
DNF.
director.
Yeah.
I'm sure he'll try and join again.
We can hear him over the team radio, and he's, you know, very.
I believe he did pass the line though, so he should be on the lead lap when he comes out of the pits.
Ricardo
DK
does
back.
jump
Look at-
himself.
Have a
Ricardo
look at
does.
this scene. He just starts lifting off into the air.
Yeah. That promotes Murdoch P3.
Yes, but his teammate Blitz is on the back of Josh Hill. There's packs everywhere, you could say. Spivey already back in P7 here. He's... Well, I guess he's charging for the Group C, but it's still alright for the veteran, you could say.
Close battle right at the back of the pack. Spivey, Snooks, Adane, and Sanson.
Is our resident statistician in the chat Murdoch's first podium, potentially? Unless Hill
Ooh.
can catch up. Actually, has Hill got a podium as well?
He would have found himself a podium. Have fun, maybe?
Possibly.
If I wasn't punting him.
Update on Jack
But-
Green. He did rejoin and he comes out 5 seconds behind P13.
Just look.
Nearly.
What?
Oh,
Oh wait, they're racing down the straight right now. He lunges down, and he gets the job done. Also,
there's a car off. Butler.
Butler is. Can you
He's
rejoin
been careful with
safely?
re-entry.
And he's good. Bit of wheel spin on exit, on entry, but we're good. Max 5 in P6. He's flying.
Meanwhile, that gap in the lead, maintaining about a 1 second distance. Corbell not being able to catch up to that Mazda. He does have the pressure off from Jack Green, but still unable to catch him.
Yes. Bit of a train going on here with Sanson, I believe it's pronounced it. Sorry if I get it wrong. It's Nicholas's fault.
Uh-huh.
And then Snooks and Adane, I'm going with for this race. And Snooks has run wide at... Is that Hayshed there, or is it this corner here, Hayshed?
If we go to the battle for P3,
P3
he's
now.
still right on the rear of Nash Murdoch. Coming around the penultimate corner. Josh with the inside line.
you could, oh.
He has to lift off. Or maybe that's just the poor acceleration of his car. Oh, and that's the car of Blitz. Camaro Blitz off at the second last turn. Max Spivey promoted up to P5. And Blitz might lose position to Gus Sanson as well in the Tirana. I think he will.
Yes, he will. Oh, he's on the grass though. No, he's not.
Behind them, Adane and Snooks
But
side by
Blitz
side.
might have a go here. Wait, everything's going on. Okay, let's go to Snooks. Into turn 1. Very fast right-hander. Oh, he's got right up against the grass there. Oh, Blitz is off. So is Sanson, so is everyone. Everyone's off right now.
A few cars off at turn 2. Goonan also off at turn 1.
Adane, we're going, gets past Sanson, but it's a bit of a lift here for this left-hander. Then you go down into turn 4. And he gets back past. Will... Oh, he gets a bit of a spin. We're good. Spivey is actually catching back up to the podium.
Yeah,
He's...
podium chance still definitely a lot for you. I'm sorry. Lap 5 of 14 here at Phillip on. This is race 1. Remember, we have a second race just after this. That will be the reverse grid of the finishing result for this race. Don't miss that. It's always exciting, especially at the start.
A little bit of... I don't know what battle you guys
was
are
off the road at come down to MG, and now he's going to be looking around. He might take advantage of that headwind, get right up behind him in the slipstream down to turn 1, and onto the Gardner straight now.
Gardner's. Here we go. He's sensing. Does look like the car just has natural straight line speed over the Rover.
Oh, there's... Nope. That was my imagination. Never mind.
Okay, he was on the back of Murdoch. Here, coming into turn 3, I want to say. He probably will get corrected. Into the hairpin, where you're probably going to see a lot of moves done because you got that fast straight. You got to run out of the turn 2 before we get him. Spivey is probably watching this battle, hoping that it's not time for the footy. It's time for some VRL racing. Hill is still on the back of Murdoch here. Let's see if he goes for a move down the hill here. He's sitting there. Does he? Oh, he gets right up on the back of it. He goes for a move here. He gets a put up, bit of a lock up, bit of a touch. See if Max Spivey can. Max Spivey's too far back to get onto Murdoch.
He was up far enough there. Continue on.
Jack Green's on the back of Liccardo.
He had trouble trying to pull the car up there.
Jack Green is back into this. He might not get last, which means not pole for the next race, because Liccardo runs a bit wide.
VKs will share the front row. Well, we're halfway through the race. Also, tyre
yes, that is true.
Tyre wear's another big issue around here.
Oh, yeah, I just saw James Butler.
And Jack Green gets past. Where's the close battle?
Spivey and Murdoch for P4.
Yes. Spivey not giving up. That's always. I think he's pretty good at that. I don't think he's rage quit from a race, has he? In his 100 races, so positive Tom. Oh, he's run wide though. As I've said that.
Positive.
Yes.
Brilliant. Ricciardo causing yellow flag. He's off at turn 1. That is.
Oh, he does a spin. Is he facing the wrong way? He's definitely facing the wrong way. He's driving down the wrong.
That's the right way.
Where is he? Oh, he's just at turn 2. What are you doing there?
What are you on about?
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, he spun again. He's doing a Meredith. Oh no.
This comes across the line. He starts lap 8. He's got a 3-second lead over Caldwell.
What was that? What is that noise? I just heard a nuke go off. What the hell?
Huh?
A nuke just went off in my headset. That was... Yes.
If we go back to Spivey
just
and
an
Murdoch,
actual bomb just go off.
down the pitch straight into turn 1. Spivey's got the run.
Oh,
He looks at it on the inside.
Oh, a bit of a slide, but he's going to catch it. Oh, that's a nice move there by Spivey. Can he hold it off?
Very nice move. Goes defensive into turn 2. Long left-hander.
Very long, feels like forever. And he gets it off. That's News Green will probably get Nick Goonan here just because of the different classes. He turns on the headlights. He doesn't sit in the slipstream though, which is interesting. Maybe there's a bit of... And Nick Goonan's going to run very wide. Spivey's yellow. Spivey's off in Narnia. What's he doing over there?
Spun up the rear tyres, I imagine, out of the slow corner. Running wide again. Tyre wear? Again, that question of tyre wear comes back into it.
Nick Goonan has found his way back onto the track. And he will continue on. Okay, let's not spectate this, because that's not nice. Spivey probably now coasting around for a bit here, keeping his tyres nice and cool, trying to get him back to normal human temperature.
Here's that 100 races livery. It's glory.
Yes.
With some of it rubbed off on the front, but anyway.
It's a bit of... Okay, so we got a Dane on the back of Sanson. When probably see that when Jarv was looking at the 100 race livery, but also Jack Green's on the back of Snooks. So battle's still lighting up here in the 9th lap of this race. Sanson takes
it a little wide.
Yes. And Green's probably going to get past Snooksy. Yes, he will. Jack Green hasn't been sitting in the slipstreams for cars. I don't know if he knows about the whole wind factor. But does he get past you into turn 1? Way later under brakes than Snooks, and that's the position done. Back up to a day. This absolutely taken away this race though. 5 seconds, but there is still a couple more laps left. You don't know what could happen, especially around this track. When you run wide, you can run wide. There's no wall to kind of like stop you. Just keep running wide into the grass.
Has Nick died or something?
Me, no.
No, Nick, yeah. Let's go about. Yeah, battle for P6. This might light up in a second just because of the wind coming in. I don't know which way the wind's coming from, but... Oh, Spivey's off the track. Oh!
Oh, no.
Spivey loses more positions. After he almost get himself back on the podium, all the way back down to P7. 7 up and down, maybe.
Always seems to happen in this series with him.
Yes.
Just a bit of inconsistency, isn't it? What's he back down to? 7th position. And that thing is what, Dane's going to move up into 1st. Oh, Dane's in 1st in Group A. There you go. So Group C.
Oh god!
Oh, except Caldwell.
Oh
Sorry,
yeah.
Caldwell 2nd. And
Can't forget this.
Dane is 2nd in Group A. Caldwell 2nd overall. But it is Group C. 1, 3, 4, 5.
Pretty impressive.
That is actually pretty impressive. It just shows you how this series goes. You never know what could happen in this series. Spivey look like he's on the grass back there, but he's good. Just look in the mirror of Dane.
Things starting to spread out just a little bit. It's a long circuit, so people aren't getting caught up with one another.
Ooh.
Like they were
Barbagallo.
and Simmons Plains as well. In fact, if we bring up my map, you can see that. Okay, so they're kind of all over the track, but not really into one another.
Yes.
There's Ricardo coming through turn 3. There's our leader.
Following. Yeah, this race has gone very spaced out since we could say the start. There's a couple of battles going here and there, but
Caldwell
this is
they've just run away with it. 20 seconds between second and third. And doing very well for themselves indeed. Hill's in no man's land. He's 10 seconds back to the next guy, who is Murdoch. Remember, he was in that podium spot. Now Hill was just driven away. Hill has a better qualifying. Could do him a world of good during next races. It seems like his race pace is very good today. Problem is, we'll start from the back from the second last row.
Actually, Viz has made a mistake somewhere because he just set up 150 and Caldwell has caught up.
That's right. 2 seconds now the
Yeah,
gap.
so one of the last couple of corners. We might still be on for battle for the finish. 2.5 seconds the gap.
Also, Shaver in this race is Jack Green. He's found his way back into P9, catching Blitz by a lot. I've been watching his time for a while, and he's just fine. I wonder if Caldwell does still have the pace or the tyre wear to keep up with this here in that green Mazda.
Which I've
You can just see. Yes. You can just see the different lines these guys take. As you can see there, Viz took a very wide line. Don't know if it was on purpose, but maybe it was. He seemed to gain time from it. And Caldwell took a very tight line for that heavy. Don't know whether...
We saw similar things through the Dust Bowl at Barbagallo. People taking all different lines. It may well be just it suits their car better. We know how different these cars are to one another. Up and down. They all run fairly similar lap times, but they drive completely differently. Especially when it comes to the split between two completely different eras of touring cars, Group A and Group C.
Yes, thank you, Joel, for the shower fact. Oh, Spivey's on the back of a Dane. Dane's run wide. Oh, he's gone back to pits.
Oh.
So he's binned in the wall, I reckon, so hard that he's blown up his engine, and he's just...
Well, he's going to drop.
Dying in the pits, that would give him I assume,
a
30-second time penalty. But if it was an engine failure, then it may have been much more. But that promotes Jack Green up to P8 as well.
Yes. Who's still catching down Blitz, which he's now got in his sights for the... he's run wide, actually. But it looks like Viz has just run away again on Caldwell. Caldwell watching that time tick away. Oh, who's this? Nick Goonan going slowly, letting the leaders catch up, so he'll be blue flagging soon.
Yep, so there's race leader Chris Fisk just behind the XD True Blue Falcon. And then 3 seconds adrift from his Caldwell. So Fisk starting to open up the gap a bit more now. Looks like mistake free. He's looking good for this win. It would be second win and in Group
Seventh
C.
in Group C.
Seventh, yeah. So race 7 and 8 of the series.
Gooden's
Yes.
right out of the way.
Did well. We need to let Caldwell pass down the straight. Wait, did he?
Which I believe he will. They'll let Caldwell pass, I believe. Yes, he's pull over to the left. Will he just put on the brakes? As we go into the final lap, actually. There we go. Yeah, he's on the brakes. Good work there by Nick Goonan. That's good driving.
1 lap now for Chris Viss, who is so dominant in Group C. Josh Hill doing well in second and then Murdoch third. I think that is that the championship order.
You forgot Corbin.
In Grid
Hill in
C.
third, Murdoch fourth. Oh,
Confusing me now.
yeah.
Anyway, 3 seconds separate first and second, and then 25 seconds from second to third. That just tells you how much these two just absolutely sprinted away with that race. It'll lock up there by Caldwell.
The thing is that I had to look at is Jack Green will be starting 3 or 4 rows ahead of them in the reverse grid. And if Jack Green can just...
Nick Gunn's yellow. And he's all good. He's just had a little... That must be a bit difficult to get traction out of that here, turn 4. Because there seem to be a couple of cars flying the right side of that road.
The Honda corner.
The Honda corner, is it called?
Yep.
Ricardo, he's got Josh Hill
And
behind him. He
Phillip.
should be letting him go past soon. Hopefully. Josh Hill probably be hoping because there's a very swervy section coming up here. I don't think he still hasn't got past yet.
Last corner now for Chris Viss, who is... Oh dear. Just coming through the last corner. He's going to take victory in this race. 3.5 seconds back to Caldwell, who'll be in second. And there we are. He takes his second win overall, and his 7th out of 7.
Also, just side note, Ricardo is racing Hill while he's blue flagged, and Hill gets past while having to race him. And Nick Gunn's doing burnouts in the pit at the final corner.
yeah,
So he's not even
the
going to
race
cross
yet.
the line.
Meanwhile, Darnay has not come out of the pits yet, so he might be penalty locked still.
I did see. Wait,
It is
just...
90% though. Well, actually, no, we do completed 90%.
Oh,
Nick
that was
Gunn.
very close with Nick Gunn.
He's
Can you get out of his sensibly? He's running into the sand on his final corner of his 100th race. That's a bit
Yeah, Max Spivey will come across the line in 6th place
finish
for
his 100th race.
100th VRL race.
Does he do a little flash of the headlights? No, he's boring. Get out of his Spivey. Come on.
Green on the back of Blitz for 7th position. This could
Ooh.
be not another position for Jack, who had a disconnect halfway through. He was leading the
It's going to be
race.
side by side down the line. It is.
He's got him!
A
think he got
photo finish.
Oh.
But yeah, I think it's Jack Green who got P7.
Jack Green got P7.
My God, what was the gap to that?
Can we get a replay of that as Javier Rodriguez?
We'll have a look at the gap. It was 2 1,000ths of a second.
Whoa!
Have a look at this. Coming through
That
the
was
last
amazing.
corner, down to the line, he got the run. He was on the outside. And there.
My God,
That is amazing. That's a way to finish a race.
that was beautiful.
Snooks across the line.
Snooks crossed the line as well, 9th place. So, this takes out another win. It's Caldwell, Hill, Murdoch, Sanson, Spivey, Green. Big blow for his championship hopes. Of course, this is his main championship rival now in overall. Green, Blitz, Snooks,
Oh, Mello,
Ricardo,
stop.
Goonan, and Adane and Butler were our 2 DNFs from that one. We will take a break. We'll come back race 2 in about 5 minutes' time. So we'll see you then. Welcome back. 1 minute to go until race number 2. Nick Goonan's going to be on pole with Dan Liccardo second for that one. It is... what have we got? 50 seconds. 14 lap race once again. Reverse grid. Expect a bit of carnage. Especially down into that first corner.
Jeez, that Falcon's headlights are bright.
Oh, absolutely. Blinding us all, isn't it?
I'm sitting down at T1 and I could see him.
Yep, so our race winner from the first race, he is starting in P11. And in front of him is Matt Caldwell in another row because Adane was in the pits at the end, so he has been sent to P12.
As the lights turn on, but not really on, they're just idling. Now,
Getting ready.
1 light on, 2 light on, 3 light on, 4 light on, 5... Wait.
Shut up. It's too many lights to do that.
And they're out and they're on the way. With very bogged down launch there by Nick Goonan.
it's
Everyone's
Vincent
absolutely
Hill.
everywhere.
Viss and Hill made
Jack-
contact on the run down into the first corner because Viss was trying to muscle his way past.
They're 4 wide.
4 wide.
Are they going to survive? Next Spivey do be making...
Bit of contact between Snooks and Caldwell.
Oh, Spivey spun Liccardo.
Up.
He spun him.
Spivey's from Liccardo. That's Jack Green into the lead, but it's one of the Camaros alongside him. Murdoch, that is. Liccardo off at turn 1. Oh, another car's been spun into Caldwell. Caldwell's off as well at turn 2. It's carnage on that one.
Adane has... He's now
Do we call a
overtaken...
safety car? No, no.
No, we don't. Because it's
Ooh.
A-okay. Viss is up the inside of Nick Goonan.
Dangerous re-entry. To turn 4 is going to be more carnage.
Oh, there's 4 touching.
Slight bit of contact. One Vista on the inside, he's looking at Murdoch, but he can't make the move stick just yet.
That Green only got a second lead just from all that carnage, just not getting in the way.
Viss is being the Jack Meredith of this race. He is slicing his way through the field after starting.
Sanson has got past Adane. Nick Goonan up on the curbs.
He's leaving his
On the-
rivals in the dust pretty much as well. Although Caldwell did get a helping. But
Viss gets past
Yep.
Murdoch.
Vista into second place now, he's got a hunt
Oh,
down
he
Jack
ran
Green. Ooh, Murdoch might
But
have
he's
a
okay.
backing, but he can't. This will
So-
be it's it.
Oh, Caldwell is up the inside of Liccardo. Can you get it down into this? He's okay. Okay, as I guess everything calms down, you could say.
Well, I wouldn't say that yet.
it's a
I
pretty
think it's
chaotic
Spivey.
start. However,
Oh, here we go. Down the straight. Looks like Sansa's got a run on Nick Goonan. And he's Tirana. Like this. I know my cars. With that headwind sitting behind the car, you get massive slipstream. Now we're getting a bit of realism in VRL. Sanson. Oh, it's battle going up with Josh Hill. Josh Hill side by side with Blitz.
oh, a little bit of contact. They made wheel-to-wheel contact.
But the acceleration of that.
Yeah, and right behind them, Sanson and Goonan. Sanson slowly closing in, might have a look at turn 4, so will Josh.
Caldwell spun, but I think it's all good.
And Josh makes the move, he's up to P4. Sanson and Goonan come out side by side.
Spivey might get past the Dane here too, just everywhere. Battles everywhere.
Goonan has the inside line for turn 6. Or is that kink at turn 5? Probably not.
The little kink is actually turn 5.
Alright.
There's a jar fact for you.
Through Hayshed, trying to grab almost
Oh,
like a little bit of ground
Adane's
there.
actually run wide. Oh, Spivey spun! Spivey's in the wall.
Spivey into the
Spivey
wall
Dane.
in the 101st race. And
They actually
Spivey
didn't make
spun
contact,
round.
those two there. I was watching and they just both spun. Spivey has just parked it. Has he done his engine? No, he's good. He's found whatever he's looking for.
It's found instruction.
But
Meanwhile,
Sanson's side by side.
Sanson and Goonan still going, been battling the whole lap.
And Nick Goonan's going to run wide here.
Yep.
Let's see if he doesn't blow up anyone. Spivey spun again, trying to control those tyres. Jack Meredith style at Bathurst.
Yeah, then.
This is actually caught into the back of green.
Oh, Jack Green sliding through turn 2. That's gonna look very appetizing for Chris Viss. Did the car just disappear on that? No. I'm blind once again.
So only
Ricardo,
Caldwell
what's he
past
doing?
Ricardo.
Ricardo's ran one. There
There
we go.
you are. That's the reason why. So
Oh, it's very close between the Dane and Ricardo, side by side. Oh, when he picks up the key, he got a bit of wheel spin, look like, and he just. Oh, Sanson's yellow. And he's all good, I think.
Sanson off at turn 4.
This is 5/10 with Hill also on the back of Murdoch. And Ricardo also on the back of a Dane, and Snooks on the back of Ricardo, and Dane runs wide, and Ricardo looks up the inside. It's
Yeah, I tell you what, these Camaros getting amazing starts. Being
Jack Green's
2, 3,
run wide,
5.
actually. Sorry to interrupt you there, Nicholas.
And look who's on the back of him, the RX-7, Chris Viss. And he's going to look down the inside, last corner, coming up here.
Now he's going to tuck in between
Only a peak.
in the back of that car, get the headwind broken by Jack Green. No, he's not. He's going to sit to the left. Try and just out-drag him. You actually haven't seen much slipstream from the drivers in this race. They kind of just like pull out. Just not really worry about it. Murdoch, you know, these two have been battling. Murdoch might find his way up to near the top 2, but he's also got Josh Hill behind him.
Oh, it sounds familiar, doesn't it? It's
Yes.
pretty much what happened last time.
Yep.
Except Green is in it. Caldwell isn't. So,
Green protecting every inch of road he can into each corner. Trying to eliminate a small dive or anything like Chris Viss. If Chris can just get his nose in, his mid-corner speed will help him to pull his car up and also make a move. Because it's hard for him to make a move on the straights.
Oh, Caldwell and Goonan are side by side. Going to interrupt the battle for the lead. And Nick Goonan gets past. Maybe. Bit of a
Let's
touch
have
there.
a look. Oh, Jack Green goes a bit defensive, but it's not enough. But much better exit.
Ooh, but he's running a bit wide here.
Yep. And Chris pulls in front. That's as of right now.
And Hill also gets past.
Jack
Yeah.
Green hoping for a good exit onto the straight.
got the power behind him too.
Yes, he definitely has that power.
Of the slipstream.
Oh, look at the
See him
look at the
gain.
toe. He's gonna go for a move here.
Oh,
they've touched. They've touched again.
Right
Oh,
contact.
and he's drifting in.
Green redresses. So,
Yep.
Yes.
that was a hairy moment, wasn't it? But still, all turns out well. They've got 10 seconds to recover on it, so plenty there. Green now 8 tenths.
So it was a change for a lead there and a change for a podium.
If I can grab you just a
Nah,
replay
stay
at the
there.
start, you can see that 4 abreast down into turn 1, which is just ridiculous. They finally sorted themselves out to 3, and then there was contact there. One of the Chevys actually got on the grass bit, and then you can see there the contact between Spivey and Ricardo. So that was off the start, but lap 5 now. Taken plenty of time to be able to show that one.
Once
Chris
again,
Viss.
2 leaders peels away from the rest of the field. Now 10-second gap back to Hill. But I think Jack Green will have a bit more pace than Caldwell, put a bit more of a fight for that first position. But I think Viss does have the ultimate pace advantage around this Phillip Island track.
Yes, he's absolutely charged through the field. Hasn't gone into any drama. Oh, Goonan, I believe, has ran wide somewhere and he's lost position.
So the Goon and Sanson once again, but Yeah, good. Back behind 8th position. This needs on 7. Looking down the field, we have Adane and Ricardo fairly close. And the road with the other BK corridors.
Oh, rips.
Carlo runs wide and rejoins the track by Hilke. As everyone starts spreading out again, you'd say? At least they're kind of staying on half a track.
Jack Grange is still just hanging there or thereabouts.
Yes. Spivey's still in last. Oh, oops, who's that? Sanson ran wide, and he's lost the position to Goonan again, so interesting stuff there. Oh, Ryan Snooks is also off the track, and Spivey's going to get himself out of last.
Up to 11 position there. He's still bringing this one 2 seconds back.
Snooks is coasting? I don't know what's going on here, but Snooks has ran out of fuel maybe? I don't know what's going on here.
Certainly is. He's just approaching turn 4, maybe.
He's retiring, he's pulling over. 5 neutral gears gearbox failure. Failure. He should be out of the way and that will cause no safety car, I don't think. No. No safety car. Well, he's still sitting there.
It's an interesting
It's
one.
coming.
In real life, but not here. Not where the rules don't apply.
I don't know, the marshals might get killed here. This is flying past. He's just stopped there. Actually, there's a close battle somewhere. I just gotta. Caldwell's on the back of Blitz. He's just sitting there. Hopefully nobody slides out of turn. I don't think it's in dirt. Oh, Blitz has got a bit way wire. Turn 4. Caldwell goes up the inside. Has to grab the brake on the exit just to not ram into him. Snooks has made his way back to the pit, so he's out of the way now. Now Caldwell, can he get past Blitz? Camaro in his Skyline. Caldwell up.
Of course, involved in a first lap accident, and that's why he's so far down. 6th place for him.
Yes, after getting his second last race. He does try to go around the outside here. This is a nice move here by Caldwell. Can he pull it off? Which he think he does, because it's pretty easy to.
Has the inside line.
There's not much you can do if the exit speed into this next corner, because you just lose it all into this very annoying corner. I don't really like it myself. I rather just
What
didn't
a
exist.
fantastic move, by the way. Just right around the outside.
Yes,
And then,
very easy to
of
lose
course,
the rear there.
switches to the inside of MG and manages to get it done.
Oh, Viss has DNF'd.
What?
Viss has
It's
DNF'd.
out.
He's just
So
dead.
Jack Green gets a rub of the green
Oh no!
this time around. Rub of the green
Yes.
is what I did there, but first place for him
Gosh.
He's run wide actually. He's just ran wide. But
because this is gone.
yes, he's celebrating his shock. The gods have
How
got him.
hasn't she passed him yet on track?
So Murdoch up into a podium position.
My God.
So is Hill.
Plenty of time back to Caldwell. Not plenty of time, 6 seconds, but
Oh, Blitz has got past again. Wait, no, he hasn't. What time I messed up?
yeah, I think that's this dropping down the order because he is out of this race.
So I don't think Jack Green will be complaining about Assetto Corsa anymore after he's just got.
Yeah, my timing screwed up.
Like Sharp said, rub of the green. Yeah, so now he's got a 14-second lead to Josh Hill. So all he has to do is coast this thing home and.
So Hill on for 3rd and 2nd. Very good round from him. this, well, there goes his perfect record.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yes,
Not
Jack.
sure if he will return.
So he becomes the second man on this one. Well, Snooks is in the pits, but he had a injury. He'll probably be in there for the rest of the race. Preparing that. The curse of Phillip Island, says Jack Green over the race director channel, with disconnects
No, dude.
for the top two in the championship in each race. Out of the lead, both of them.
Great one.
The thing is that Jack Green could get back in and get points.
With a 15-second lead.
He could get points and the race will be done well.
Caldwell has
Not done
got
yet.
closed that gap to Murdoch, so he's actually still pushing for that podium.
We're watching the purple Camaro go round with Murdoch. He is third position at the moment, on for his first podium.
Did you make a mistake?
He's got a quick Mac
Oh, no.
Caldwell behind him.
Oh, well. That's right.
Caldwell with
That's
5
okay.
laps.
Sanson's actually getting past Nick Goonan down further. P6 down the inside here should get this off, only if Nick Goonan gets some power. And he gets it off. No. Jack's still in shock, it sounds like, about him just getting given that win, you could say, after DNF and Masters.
The big heavy Falcon
It's
versus
one
little nimble Tirana. This was a story of two cars.
Further up, Caldwell, he's got right onto the back of that Camaro. Absolute flying Caldwell is.
So Murdoch might, well, he will probably lose his
Podium.
elusive podium spot.
And if he wants to hang around the outside, he's a very long straight down here into this left-hander, which is flat for modern cars, supercars, but not for these cars. It's a bit of like a lift brake sort of situation. If you have to brake, you can, but I think most people just
Caldwell
lift.
into P3 and probably where he'll stay if he doesn't blow his engine like he's done.
Or
multiple
disconnect,
times.
as we've seen. Yeah, blowing his engine or running out of fuel or something like that.
What are you big surprise at?
Yeah, I know they're losing. Just deal with it.
Dane onto the back of Nick Goonan with
G'day, Chris.
Sant-
Could Chris join the chat?
Chris.
Our commentary box.
Chris.
Hello.
G'day. What happened?
Oh, my whole power died.
Ooh.
Oh, power cut. Jack Green only had a game crash, so he could get it back in and still get points. So I guess.
Nah, I can't rejoin. Still thinks I'm in the server, I think.
Oh, what
It's that glitch, yeah. Oh, that was such a good race.
It was.
I mean,
So,
certainly from your perspective, a clear road in front of you, leading.
Yeah, I know.
Unfortunately, not. There goes the perfect record.
Yeah, I know. I was just saying that to Matt, and saying there goes my flawless run.
Dane gets past Goonan there, so
So that's P7 for Adano and then Gooden back down into 8th. Around them is Licata only 2.3 seconds away, and then Sanson 2 seconds in front of Adano.
Has anything interesting happened since I died?
no.
There's been a little bit going on up and down the field, but been fairly quiet races, certainly not the level of something like Phillip Island, Silver Plains or Balmielli.
Yeah.
Not really. There's quite a lot of overtaking opportunities here, so there's not going to be no blowing up.
That dipper right hand makes for a good overpassing opportunity.
Oh, it's fantastic.
It's great.
Who was it? Had to move around the out. It was
Caldwell.
was it Caldwell?
Lock up from
Yeah, Caldwell outside. Oh, very wide for the
turn
team.
4, Goonan up to P7.
Ricardo might get him, and Ricardo gets him. Spivey's ages behind. Don't even have to talk about him.
Spivey well off after that. He had an incident, turn 2 in the first lap.
Yes, I think we're going to be looking at that in the Stewarts.
He turned the
Definitely.
leads around. And
Yes,
also
he-
sent himself off the track.
It was like pit maneuver Merida style. Yes. This race kind of settles down. Pretty big gaps since the first race. Oh, there's a bit of a train going on here, but
There is a bit of a train, and what we've got, Gun Ricardo and Adane in it with Spivey. Well, he's going to
Not
try his
Spivey.
hardest to latch onto the back of it.
I'm gonna go back and keep Matt company.
Alright.
So
Alright,
catch us
Thanks.
later, lads.
Good luck with
see
it.
ya.
See ya.
yes, so this race kind of settling down. Not really. Battle for P7, but that's kind of really it, isn't it?
We'll bring up our map here, which you can see very spread out, and we've only got 10
Goonan's run wide.
contenders here. Goonan has run a little wide, and might find himself somewhat vulnerable to Ricardo, especially if he runs any wider than that.
Sneak
Tyres
in the-
are going fast. And you can see
Oh,
it
they're going to be
there,
side by side into this left-hand dive.
the heft of the XD Falcon.
Ricardo just
Oh.
managed to pull in front.
But he's
Goonan
gonna go
has
for a
the
lunge
inside
here.
line. Quite low on the brakes.
Oh, he's parked it on the apex and he can't
Parked
get
it on
through.
the apex. Small bump from Ricardo to get him going again.
That is what parking on the apex is right there, that is.
That's the definition.
Yes. Queensland loves Fords, as Tim's cousins.
Apparently so. Dick Johnson's car, of course, the Queenslander, well known for being a Queenslander.
Ooh, a bit of a slide. You know, he's on the grass, he's absolutely everywhere, Noonan.
This is
Side
a
by
good
side,
little battle between
again.
these, isn't it? Ricardo and the VK, Commodore.
See,
This is
he
Group A
parks on the
versus-
apex again, and Ricardo gets stuck in the situation. He spun him! He has spun him! Spivey might get out P10 also, yes.
Yep.
Good gone.
Oh, he's rage quitting.
Now Adane on the back. Take a quick look at the replay, and it was what you said, the supposed parking in the apex. We'll have a look, of course. Stewards later on, but down the inside, and he was just there, and Ricardo ended up in the back of him. And round he went to. Well, he's out of the race now, so DNF for him.
Ricardo and Adane are now battling. So I wonder if Adane saw all that spin there. You know, you might be scared a bit here.
Thing is, it's always decent points when you have a small grid, even if you just finish. I don't get why people would just finish. But anyway, Adane looking on Ricardo, 7th position. This one's for
Ricardo,
fair amount of
you saw
points.
the front ones.
And Group
He's
A
got a bit of-
versus Group A again. Jack Green starts his final lap.
Yes, with a solid 20-second lead over Josh Hill. He's absolutely dominating his Group A, right? So he's showing that Group A-ness. No, that sounded
The
bad.
Group A-ness, yeah.
The Group A-ness. There we go.
That's really.
That's good, Steve. That's
Wrong
Someone
choice of
clip that.
words.
yes.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Jack
Last
Green.
lap here at Phillip Island. With a shorter grid this evening, which means good points and Camaros. The two
Murray.
stutter. No, it's Camaro. The two Camaros definitely capitalised off this quite a bit. They done very well at these two races, and they're going to take home a lot of points, not just in the Group C class, but in the overall class.
Certainly have, and Jack Green's going to get the win here,
Stupid
all
time,
things
yeah.
going well. Josh Hill in second, he's had a good weekend.
Even though it keeps end up in no man's land every race, but he still gets the good result.
Absolutely. Second and third in these two races, and something he really needs, especially with this DNFing out of this one. He's going to win the Group C category today in this second race. Race number 8 of the championship, and Jack Green's going to come around the last corner in the VK Commodore. The solo backed car.
Yes.
It's a gorgeous livery, isn't it, Nick?
Yeah.
Down the
It's
straight.
good.
And he takes it.
And he crosses the line.
The championship.
Not a photo finish this time. 20-second gap back to Josh Hill. Or 30 seconds. I don't know. I have the other tower up, please, bro.
Caldwell did actually catch Hill a bit, but not enough.
Josh going a bit wide in the last corner, but it's okay. He'll come home. P2, P1 in Group C, and Caldwell finishes off the podium.
It's a bit of a battle forming up here between the Dane and Liccardo. Don't know if you want to.
Spivey's also there. Lurking.
Yes, he'll be watching, hoping for more spins in front of him.
Ricardo's been involved in a couple, including one with Spivey himself at the very start.
Yes, but by my eyes from that, it was definitely
Blitz is going to take 5th, good result for him. Sanson in 6th.
Can Liccardo
As
get
for
around this
7th.
front corner normally? Oh, maybe another photo finish here. Not really, no. Maybe.
No, he's too far back.
No, that's boring.
I think that's Ricardo's best ever results. That's P7 for him.
So
Good job.
Ricardo P7, he only had 1 point going into this one.
Oh,
Someone
Spivey!
else got penalised and Spivey just flies straight up.
Yes.
Where's he going to end up? Upside down, there you go.
Here we go.
101st race for him. In fact, has he got problems with that tyre?
Still burnout.
Jack Green roams his way through the top of the course.
Veteran of VRL.
He's won today's second race. First race went to Viz. And the funny thing is, both of them disconnected in the other race.
When they were both in the lead at around lap 6. So, Phillip has a curse. We found it.
Yes.
On other news, FP1's cancelled in F1. That's great.
Cancelled.
Yeah.
Sorry about
Schumacher
the
do be
Yeah,
fine.
Schumacher can't drive.
I know the Schumacher hype of it. Ah well.
Yeah, home Grand Prix.
There's
I'm
Jack
sure
Green. He's strolling back down the pit lane and
I'm getting hyped so I can go
getting rid
watch
of a bit of rubber
AFL.
as well. That is the end of the race. We've got the next one in 2 weeks. We're taking a week off because of Bathurst. In 2 weeks at Sandown. So that'll be
Yes.
good fun. Sandown usually produces a good race in most cars actually.
All serious.
Next time we're here is State of Origin Round 1, which I haven't actually revealed, so there you go.
Great.
Round 1 is going to be here at Phillip Island. So we're going to be back here soon enough. And Sandown in 2 weeks.
Yes.
Thanks very much for watching.
2 weeks.
Yes, because Bathurst next week.
Oh yeah, that's right. Bathurst 1000 next week. Everyone watch it. You gotta, I mean, I already know you're gonna watch it.
Of course.
Just
That's a given.
can't
isn't it?
wait. Can't wait. Yeah.
Well, say goodbye, you two.
See
Bye,
ya.
everyone. See ya.
Make sure you have a good day, good night.
Yep.
Whenever you watch.
That wasn't a great.
We nailed it, don't we?